Hello, good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone. Welcome back to Startcom Unknown Space as we continue our missions. We got lots done last time. We got our ship upgraded. Maybe it's time for a bigger ship, but we'll, we'll not rush to it. To see you again. Oh, it's her. Quite a bit, but fragmented. The board history, as you may have gathered, is until roughly 800 years ago. The dominant power was an empire that controlled most of the space, generally referred as a fallen empire. Get the impression they took credit for remnant artifacts and apparently had access to some we have not seen. While it was very powerful civilization compared to us, they clearly were below the remnants in capabilities. Yeah, there is something, the religious movements and something like that. Right, we have career researcher and Tila. So if we need to trade, we have a trader here. See the missions. The Kirnans do not know the location of the Nemean homeworld but have provided gateway location. Yeah. This will lead to some mistrust between us and Nemeans. And here there's the Nemean have told us that the Kirnan have learned the location of Fallen Empire Lab. I'd like to go there. Just take it off so I won't go there by accident. Tracked on the map. Variable location of a star. Oh, that was another mission we were granted. That was the science lady asked us to go there. Let's go there first. Come on. And nothing? It's a CXDA trader. Driving, flying through the space. My great auntie of the servant was without how these variables. I've been waiting to bring that up. Okay, right. Oh, no, it's a star. I think it's great we're investigating one of the stars despite. Oh, that was too fast. When it's on this channel, goes into the ship's logs. Any command level officer should do. Alright, whatever. I heard from one of her lab assistants that she's really warm and friendly and great. It's a lie. Oh, there's a planet. It's clear even from this distance that this is not deep. This is some kind of megastructure. Oh. This massive structure has the design of characteristic by other remnant artifacts. That's interesting. Let's investigate. It's gargantuan megastructure envelopes. Oh my god, the logs just keep coming in. leave the artifact alone for now. So that's something. Oh, there's a flinger up there too. Good, good, good. I wonder what our crew. So we still need 26 successful missions. Right. It's ways ahead. Alright. Leaves 25 missions. Now, where would that flinger go? There. No, there's another star. I suppose it goes there. And there were no more stars in this nebula. Alright. And there's a wormhole here. Let's see, there's only one rocky star. And something. This primitive space station is protected by remarkably advanced energy shield. Scan the star first. Seems to be something in here. Network of 1200-meter structure punctuates the surface of this planet. Have shields tried to shut down the network? Oh yeah, the shield goes down now. Station is uninhabited, although it may have previously had small crew. Interior very much looks like a first attempt at space travel. Well made, but lacking experience. Most of the equipment is scientific in nature, collecting basic observation of the nearby stars' variations. Shield generator uses Higgs field to selectively lower the speed of light depending on the localized energy. Well, I guess I've got research points. Technically, it's quite illuminating, very advanced by our standards, although the effort and technology used to protect the station raises many questions. You get anything? No? Based on my study, the generator on that ship, this would allow us to research more powerful shield technology. Okay, we could have more powerful shields. Good. Yeah, we'll go to the wormhole. And then we have the Imperial Flora mission. Could do that. Let's activate it first. And then jump to the Imperial Flora. Was that it? Seem to be some nasties around here. Let's take care of that base at least. Lots of Second Legion. Don't want to shoot ship by accident. Some copper and ether. Oh, there's a Bismarck here. Moderate-sized colonies nested around the crater lagoon, given the ratio of landing pads. Okay. Oh, have the team delivered a new life form to the administration? The administration is visibly delighted. It's a wonderful development. Our food situation has really relied too heavily on traders who often could demand unreasonable prices. We will incentive merchants to give Radians favorable prices. Well, let's see. The favor. Oh yeah, they buy. They buy with us so favorable rates. Unfortunately, we don't want to sell. Goodbye, the Imperial container. They sell on platinum, so let's sell some of our silver, and that will make up the price for Imperial container. Right. See the Imperial container. What was it? 80 points. Particles almost immediately coalesced into the nanite superfluid we have used for repairs. Observing this transition revealed some interesting properties around the nanites. Okay, fine. I also saw the guild ship here. Can I buy some of your juicy greetings? No affiliated, non-affiliated guild transit code holder. What did you wish for transact about? Let's see. Yeah, they are selling and buying artifacts. There's nothing really that isn't analyzed. They have nothing new. But we could sell those. And get some more iridium, which is good for protection. Okay, this is done. Guildmaster here, yeah. Fallen Lab. What are those? Kirnans. Of course. Looks like I've been here. I think I have been here. 45 structure is built into the mountains of this icy world. After a cautious approach, the team is easily able to gain access. The reinforced main doors have been cut open with powerful. Feels like we've been here. But now we got quantum container. The second guess is that it was a mid-empire factory dedicated to researching remnant artifacts. And 80 points. The container is empty, but is in itself a marvel of engineering. When closed, nothing could escape, not even information. Unfortunately, opening this container permanently compromised the seal. Alright, useless thing. Now there is another wormhole. Ah. Space is big. Why do you... Oh, we are taking the wormhole. I suspect that this has something to do with that mission, right? Yeah. The Kunan do not know the location of the Nemean homeworld, but have provided. I think I still have the thing. Yeah, that one, remnant device. This is what Kunan gave us. Unfortunately, I've seen Jingle's stream, and this is like a homing device. And when I fly there, they will instantly be there. Oh well, we will fight them. What can we do to our Starcom friends? Oh, there's a trading station here. No artifacts for sale. They buy copper and uranium. That's about it. Don't hit that station. Nemean scouts. So maybe because we did some other missions before, we will not be betraying them. Initial sensor readings pointed to an abnormal resource. Concentration for this dry canyon world. But the closer inspection, the readings clarified no natural resources. Instead, the team finds an old small vessel, its literal skeleton crew still at stations. The ship's databanks are all completely blank. Even the automated system's executive functions have been erased. But, but it's always something. Assuming this log was made here, I've extrapolated the location of the last warp and added the nav map. That's interesting. After jump from analysis of the ice quantum, lost life support and navigation, dead, reckoned warp from N vector. Yeah, fine. Good. So we are 22. At 22 more missions, and we can upgrade our. Not upgrade, level up. There's another oceanic world. I think I will go to that rocky planet instead. And then scan all the planets and then leave the system. That's the idea. hit any of those vessels. Right. Don't fly too close to the sun. There's something here. This moist planet is mirroring early genesis of life on Earth. More complex symbiotic organisms with aerobic metabolism has evolved alongside the more common life forms. Yeah, this is about the oxygen catastrophe. And 3 examples. Good for her. Oh, oh, no, no. Buttons hard. Due to unusual crystalline structure, methane that covers the surface of this planet is stable, which may not sound that hot, but for frozen methane, it's quite toasty. All right, yeah, it's all about the perspective. Um, okay, we will go to this planet first. On on approach, the lander instruments detected elevated radiation readings. Once on the ground, the reason is obvious. This is recently abandoned uranium mine. So let's collect some uranium. Ooh, okay, we can come back here. Doctor Lieutenant Kepler has been injured, says on the bottom there. How bad is she? That's down to 8 points. 76% health. That's fine. She could do another one. No, she can't. Yep. Sending a planet and another finger, which I love to see. More space to explore. So let's see. Yeah, we can come back here. This is so far from original place I thought we will go to. Or maybe it will skirt around. I think this is Nimnon area. Fine. We'll go through that flinger. See, yeah. 2 stars here. And Waygate. Gas giant. Anything else in here? There is something. And CXDA hauler. Cool. I think we are done with CXDA missions, so let them to haul us. Not haul, hail us. Hail, whatever. Hard. It's early morning for me. The surface of this part of the planet is marked with irregular granite instructions. This sometimes mark ore deposits. Yeah, let's try some copper. Now there is a way gate, but no flingers. But we can just drive over there. It's an interesting star. Red star. More flotsam. There. So small, you can barely see it. Yep. The barrel is quite old and leaking. These containers make me a little concerned about what kind of science experiments the mouth are up to. Sorry. Leaking a variety of volatile dimethyl compounds. The chemicals are probably the end result of a more complicated reaction. Oh, interesting. So, what's in the system? Base? No anomalies? Come on, we need missions. See what the base says. Rather interesting design. What can we do for our Starcom friends? We can trade again. There's nothing we want to sell. Maybe copper? Nah, it's fine. We don't have any artifacts. Alright, we met diplomats. We do not normally allow visitors to our world, but as representatives of the first new civilization we have encountered in years, an exception is being made. What can we do for you? Alright, we will present the treaty offer. There's a high energy signal. Yeah, that's where we blunder. It's written in, you can't avoid it. Demands where we have held centuries. Something is jamming our long-range communication network. Alright, and there are the buggers. Oh my god, I did not mean to press the... And they are shooting at me now? No? They are. Your ship interfered with our communication network at the moment Virginia launched their attack. Explain the actions. The Virginians sold us an artifact that they must have used to disable your communications. We have no idea what happened to your okay, that one. If you truly were deceived, prove it by helping us dispatching the Kirnan. Yes, we will help you defeat the Kirnan. Alright. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, this is a big one. Yep. Battle stations. Lost one engine. Right. Is that it? Looks like it. Well, I'm sorry. I totally knew what. Yeah, it was. Shouldn't have watched jingles, but it was so good at it. You have yet to re-earn our trust. The Kirnan still have significant forces nearby. Help us hunt and destroy them. For now, be brief. Yeah, that's it. Now we are enemies of Kirnan as well. But let's see what the mission log says. So now, the Nimnum have asked us to help defeat Kirnan ships occupying the systems near their homeworld. Is there anything about the Kirnan? Um, there's nothing left of the Kirnan. It's fine. So we have to go and fight. And we are currently here, so we will go to the system. Meanwhile, let's see. Our crew has 19 more missions to do. I love the lasers. Based on our observation of the nanite transition that occurs with analyzing the Imperial container, we can now research nanite efficiency. Yeah, we can do that. So CXDA hauler, maybe they have some artifacts to sell. The boiling of the Nemean War has been a two-faced knife. Demand of our services with the affected regions have increased exponentially, but both Nemean and Kinnan take great offense at our deliveries to the other. Alright. Is there a way to end this war? Let's see. Do you have no enemy ships here? I should have checked the star map more closely. Maybe it points me to the location I need to go to kill the... Those are all Nim people. It really doesn't look like we have... There's a frozen algorithm. Might go there instead. That's the thing we found from the planet. Last jump point. We're traveling to the waypoint and we can jump through. Right, I clicked on the keyboard. Where's it? So far down here. Right. Yeah, we'll activate the gateway first. Cluster of buildings connected to single subterranean structure housing a large collection of cooling units. When operational, they were capable of cooling a large quantum computer to near absolute zero. The computer's data has long been erased, having entangled with the environment after the system lost power. There's always but to that. But usual formula of categorizing data within a quantum computer, given what happened to the dead ship, I'm going to create a vacuum isolated archive to store it. Right. Searching the facilities uncovers some traditional data crystals in underground vault. Oddly, most of the crystals are dedicated to the storage of hundreds of copies of the same algorithm. So, evacuation. Pyramid on the back still behind observer. And CXDA is still in progress. I guess we need to go to Dr. Rama for the star. And that's the frozen algorithm. Still in progress though. Fighter component, we don't really care at this point. Lacoan vessels. New shipment, that's a guild thing. Yeah, but we can't, I don't know where to fly to with the Nimian assistance. I don't know. That's the only thing in here. There's another star, by the way. Let's go investigate that star. We should go back to homeworld. Not homeworld, but the base. Space station. So I think Dr. Rama would like to say something on, or the rest of the crew there. Few stars. That's gonna be the closest one here. 9 uranium. And the system looks like... Alright. It's the next closest object. Let's take the circle around. They're so tightly close together. Put more copper. To get those experience points for crew. There's a bodyguard present here. Doesn't look like much else. I'm sure we'll go home now. Nice and leisurely. Was something else? Viscamog. That means Prodigar will spill out their gold. Am I too late? No. Alright. Pays to keep the eyes open. How much gold do we have? 36 only. We're almost there, so. Yeah. Wormhole gateway on site. Oh, I knew it. Commander Yu, I see from the Radiance logs that you entered us into some sort of a defense alliance with the Nimian. Strictly speaking, there are a lot of protocols being broken here, but making alliances in this space is practically practical necessity. In your circumstances, I probably would have done the same thing. I have recorded that you are authorized as pro tempore consul to negotiate treaties of limited scope of crisis. Hopefully, no one looks too closely at the timestamps if we ever get back. And yes, something else. A good commander can admit when he was wrong, and I like to think I'm a good commander. Dr. Rama's request to investigate the sea feed was right, but she was wrong to ignore my orders and try to inject her priorities above mine. Unfortunately, I'm a bit constrained in my ability to punish her. God, what have I caused? Ignoring her sub- insubordination, it's an important discovery. Captain Tolson and her team believe there is a connection between the Starlands and she calls it the Polyterial artifact and the wormhole. Your new top priority is determining what the Starlands does and how to operate it. And one more thing. If Dr. Rama tries to reprioritize your objectives again, let me know. Not gonna go to Dr. Rama. Milton, give me my platinum and silver. Thank you. All for now. I have not had an opportunity to review the Radiance logs, but I gathered from you shouting at me about the chain of command that you investigated the Seafield variable star and found something interesting. I was only listening to the bits about science which were sparse. Turned out to be massive remnant artifact whose rotation blocks out the light for a star of a star. Not Seafield at all, then. Disappointing. Did you miss the bit about remnant artifact that it's already been well established objects in front of light cast shadows? And no. Oh, something else. We found algorithm running on an alien quantum computer. Clever. This is a quantum eraser algorithm, essentially a large scale delayed choice experiment. It would reverse thermodynamic causality of a wave function. That's lots of science stuff. I'll anticipate your request for a simplified explanation. I can use it to reset the technology research you've done. I don't want, or for now. So we got the ability to reset all our skills. Fine. We have 450 experience points. We could go for cruiser. Oh, heavy deflectors, material components, chroma plate. What about the propulsion? Nope, nope. Propulsion is locked. Plasma can do rapid recoil recovery. Uh, fire rate. That would be good. We have 400 points, and that will be even faster. Let's see about. We can. Yeah, not interested. First response. We have 50 points to spend after we've done. Can do super collector. Done everything on sensors. to spend 100 points just to get mission done. Lasers. We can further advance the lasers. Would be exactly 550 points. Or we could deep dive into shields and install a shield generator. And there is nanite efficiency. Improves the amount of repair from nanite superfluid troops. It's 100 points. That's a ship repair. If we take beam super cohesion and nanite efficiency, we have better tractor beams and faster ship repair, I think. Yeah, let's do it. But then again, lasers. Let's do nanite efficiency and something. One of the lasers stuff. Havoc, fixed beams. Where are the lasers? Missiles, lasers. Maximum range. Absolutely. Down to 0 point. I think we're good. Can see the shipyard, but do we really want to do anything at this point? We have points, but like if we add those dorsal stabilizers, technically void control surface stabilizers increase a vessel speed in deep space. And this design also helps slightly with maneuverability. It's only 16 titanium. I don't feel that I need to do that. Turning speed 75. Couldn't. So now we have better turning speed. Did something to the ship. And some missions done. Okay, where should we go? Doesn't actually point us the way. What was the... I remember there being a really hostile bug-like life forms. Don't think I want to go there yet. Oh. Combined data helps us put any of our previous discoveries into broader context. Well, well, the team has completed the process of combining our archives with your survey logs. There is a lot of fragmentary data, but we are starting to form a better picture of the history of the space. Lots of historic data. Many minor species. Yeah, how about Locoan? Some reference to the Ophidian race that was particularly independent, but eventually out into submission by the Empire's chariots. Rodigar? I gather they were originally regional constabulary force formed during the very late Empire period. And after the collapse of the government became more self-sufficient. As a matter of fact, I was just reading an interesting databank on the Ymir. Ymir were the dominant species of the Imperial military. Since the Imperial had no military rivals, it's hard to evaluate their strength. It seems like there were multiple legions, with the most powerful being the first, followed by second, and so on. Okay. CXDA, they were the faction principally responsible for logistics. Nimian, considered a minor species that reached base during the late Empire, followed soon after the Girnan. Both were treated as minor vassal states. The Mount, religious awakening that emerged during the late falling Empire. Have you encountered any reference to a Viscamon? Maybe. As a reminder, the universal translator generates identifiers for proper nouns based on context and so forth. Looking at the underlying language matrices is challenging even for a Xeno expert. Right. Some reference to an entire entity that might match Viscamov, but I had marked them as obvious folklore. Character rode across the stars of a giant pink horse, arm wrestled Thelonian, and challenged the black hole to a drinking contest. Challenge a black hole to a drinking contest. That sort of thing. The stories go back to the early empire, so seem unlikely to be even loosely inspired by being alive today. My god, this is so good. There are few stars would be not been to. Maybe to take that wormhole. There are flingers too that we have not been to. The sun-scanned ice planet, probably by for a reason. All right, here goes nothing. Lots of baddies expected. Nothing. Bismarck. I don't see there being any. Yeah, we can take this flinger. Where does it lead us to? Unknown space. Final frontier. Maybe we can train our crew here. Probably need like 19 missions. One less to do. The Beryllium. Thank you. That's all I read. Crust marks have fused the sand where the very large ship once landed. Several old cargo crates sit nearby like forgotten luggage. One contains a weathered personal recording device with a partial entry still recoverable. Dressing down after someone mind wasn't working right if they just forgot these valuable resources. Dressing down after Avistar, they are surely correct in their assessment that I have failed, but perhaps redemption is possible if I can repair the defective instrument. The academics' fleeing core revealed details on a device they were working to treat devotion. Also fix a broken mind, tactical thinking, sharper observation, cultural knowledge. We got Chirolite and some minor resources. Alright, this plant system is empty. Let's take the other flinger. And this leads us back to that system. I'd like to go to that white star. So tell me, navigational computer. Yeah, that's the shortest way to there. There's a ship in here. Oh, CXDA hauler. Fine. The altar to the bone. Sorry, that came out of nowhere. I have been spending my downtime reviewing various artifacts we have found. Okay. Remember that altar we found in the sandstorm? That of the bones with the machinery inside? The Universal Translator has assumed a religious context. Looking at it again, I think the altar is Astra. Need to find the system. Let's see. There's a star and some planets. Little help bricks. What brick says? It's a four-body land grade section which are uncommon. We're looking for four planets, one big, three small, all roughly the same distance from a central star. Um, that's five stars here. It's interesting. Still interesting that it popped out right now. Transport lander has been transformed into makeshift laboratory habitat. Interior walls have been crudely cut open to make room for large device centered around a compact black sphere connected to an array of computers. So lander only has life support for a single being. This refurbishing must have taken quite a while. The only distraction was databank of archive text. Judging from the biomonitoring equipment filling the rest of the lab guesses this is some sort of medical device. Device is selective neural retrainer. Using a medium range psi field, it enhances neural plasticity, allowing for quickly retraining skill sets while preserving experimental memories. I want that. Who wouldn't? While the design is solid, the black sphere has a small hairline fracture. Since this is clearly an integral component, Ria thinks it would be dangerous to activate the device. It could produce harmful or even lethal effects in anyone within range. Oh, let's replace the black sphere, of course. Yeah, let's activate it. Crew's skill points have been reset to their starting values, and I did not want to do that. Oh my goodness. And we can come back here to reset the crew skill points. All my hard work wasted. So I need... Alright, let's see. I need to be at base for that. I would hate... I would love to put points in any of those and rest... no. It's a reset button. Okay. This is frustrating. If I put points, we have 53 points. 1, 2, 3, 4 each. And we have 6 times 4 is 24. 24. And then distribute the rest of the points with the main of each. Bad idea. Confirm that. Yeah. Will you ask me each time that? It will. It will. Definitely it will. Now, oh, this is... Now we have 13 points. Almost add 2 more for each of them. Almost. I think this is a mistake. And it wasn't 2 more almost. It's for certain. Now, the last point. What is the most important skill? Maybe the repair, engineering. I'm not so sure about it, but this is what I did, and yeah, I'll need to make um crew skill reset if I need to come back here. Crazy. Yeah, that was the risk I was taking. So proves me serves me right. I want to see how many points we still are. We need 13 more points. So that's to get every crew member level back to level 10. Now 12 more missions. A very small colony thrives above the Soul Aquifer on this otherwise arid planet, trapped by an open well, creating a lush oasis. For its size, the colony has some impressive defenses, a full battery of very old but functional plasma cannons tracks the survey lander as it descends. Despite the weaponry, the colonists are friendly enough. After some pleasantries, they explain the robust security. According to legend, I don't know about the Eskimo part, but the weapons look to be from the late Imperial period. Ultra high precision manufacture, but designed to be maintainable in a practical settings. An adventurer named Viscamar staggered here after defeating a dozen and 100 legions of space pirates nearby. Weak and confused, he was given shelter and water until he could recover. In gratitude, he gave the colony some advanced weapon systems. That's Viscamar. Well, I love it, the lore. And we still have to analyze the archive. Fairly pedestrian military strategy guide, as well as a well-worn collection of epic poems, including the further adventures of Viscamog. Yeah, this guy is famous. Now what? Have we? Yeah, we have been there. Been there too. Sorry about the. I know what I'm sorry about. I feel like I want to go and pick a fight somewhere. Let's get over there. How many? 155 research points. And we need 12 more missions, which I don't know if we can do. been really slow going today morning in a means of just space traveling. Are we flying through the sun? Yes, we are. Yes, Viscamog itself. There we are. I'm gonna finish the or not. Yay! So what was this redeploy thing? Oh yeah, there's lots of good prices. I can buy the beryllium with fairly good price. Titanium with fairly good. And there's really much for the... No, no. Meant to held the vessel. And can sell some stuff. Just looking over here. Everything being analyzed and such. Where could we find... I think we need to check the logs for Kirnan and kill them. It's another... I need shield. Right through to get all the good stuff. It's a gold there. And this, yeah, we'll take that linger. It's titanium, probably. Yep, more baddies. Maybe we should go that linger. I think that's a Nimron area there already. At least there's some battle going on here. Right. Some damage here, but that's fine. Are you? Yep. Good thing to know. You ever wonder? There's something floating there. You ever wonder if it's enemy or friend? Just hold the secondary gun triggered and you will see. If it's a friend, then it will not fire. Which way? I would suggest upwards. We could go there too. You can always slink back and go upwards. I'm sure the log files would show me exactly where to go. What would be the fun of that? And there's some enemy present. And the guild ship. Bit closer. outpost? That's a big base. That shield did not last really long. Right, we will go to there. And if that's not the place we want to go, then we'll see the logs. If nothing else is gained from this, we will gain some well needed resources. And I am thinking about building a bigger ship. Yep, sure enough, there's battle going on here. Not really sure. Shall continue that way to the through the flinger. There is nothing on this system, right? That needs to be rescanned or something. There's some fighting going on here, but oh, those are these invisible ships. There it is. Somewhere here. Support personnel member critically injured. Haha, stole your silver. I guess it's time to read the logs for the first mission. So we have the Nimian assistance. They ask us to defeat the Kirnan ships. Now the logs for Kirnan. Kirnan. Um, what's that? That's the Kirnan. No, that's the Kirnan. Where is it? That too. Those places there. We'll hop in. And they're all, I suppose they are unfriendly towards us. Yep. We need to be more careful now. Aperture penetrator, whatever is that. Let's see the log entries we can delete now. Commander. Right, there's a battle going on here. Well done. The fight is not over, but you have tipped the scales here at the home front. It's clear that you were deceived by the Kirnan and not their witting agent. The bulk of our fleet has on deep space maneuvers out of recall range. They must have known this from the traitors' information and attacked as soon as their device gave them a rally point. In some ways, this was fortunate as they did not wait until they gathered full strength. Now they will pay. The Senate has Union have transferred an item to our cargo hold. The Senate has approved the transfer of sensitive military technology in hopes that it will aid you in our fight against the Kirnan. Nice. Doesn't look like there are more any hostiles left. So let's analyze the fission warhead. Well, we need to figure out how to build missiles before this technology is used. And that's high resolution beam manipulator. Allows precise targeting of a beam weapon. All right. This has to research new technology in the laser weapon branch. Lovely. Let's go to home. We need to see to that laser weapon branch thingy. I was correct about needing to destroy the Kirnan. And there we go. Operations. Milton has some silver, titanium, and platinum. Thank you. You. Brava. No, I don't want to execute the Razor algorithm. So femto acquisition. Super fast laser acquisition speed. Maybe. Allows beams to shoot through partially damaged modules to reach targeted components. That's actually useful, but super fast speed. Yeah. I want 40 more experience points. Was something else I thought to take. First respond. Every crew member with at least one biomed has 10% chance of preventing support crew from being critically injured. Sorry. Could have spent it on super collectors, but crew survivability is important too. Now what? Talents, capabilities, but it doesn't say where to go. New shipments. I was there. They didn't have new artifacts. If I encounter a planet that's being exploited for resources by faction called Logons, maybe we should go to Logons. Locan Commander. We will crush you yet. Let me see where's that Locan crush you yet is. That's not Locan. That's a guild. There it is. So we wanna go there. What is it? Gravity field or why do I have to click twice? I now lost the... We come with a warning. Rumors have reached us that the devout are increasing their attention in your direction. They have even incorporated the Radiance into the latest incarnation of their eschatology. It does imply that the absolute value of their respect for you is high, but I do not think flattery is their intent. It's a clever stratagem they use. They have observed your interest in the remnant artifacts. The sermons are now subtly changed to connect the Talmonian and Commander Star. Now your investigations conveniently fulfill fresh prophecies, and their converts glow. Know that you are the focus of the attention. They will pursue you with fanatism, and do not assume their irrational superstition means they are fools. Okay. Hello again. During our initial explorations of this region, we uncovered quite a bit of the information about the wormhole gateways and remnant technology made us revisit some of our findings. So far, we found one reference of an equation matching the gateway parameters. It was in a record with some cryptic comment about restoring the last Thelonian. I'm transmitting the coordinates to your navcom now. Alright, well, maybe we'll go to the Thelonian Gateway. And we can activate this wormhole. We do need true experience. Oh, there's lots of buggers up here. And legendary Whiskawog. You are a legend, sir. You have earned the attention of the devout monads. You are the obstacle to true comprehension. I don't care. Okay, that's bad. Staying in the... Oh, Whiskymog is doing a number on them. We just need to collect. We got some advanced relay as well. And wait, there's something behind Whiskymog. Devote Illumination Databank. Let's follow the Eskimo. Far more safer that way. Don't you be waypointing away, please? There is a battle station here. It's a small one. We can scan all the planets. Or I guess I can analyze some amber jewel has awoken, illuminating the old text and revealing the chariot design to us. Prepare the missionaries. There is also a lot of obtuse mathematical formulae. Advanced relay. This fabricated component has some common features for red raiders we have encountered before, but incorporates designs improvement. And some more research. Right, now we can scan the planets before we hop on. Dr. Kepler, not Doctor. Kepler has fully recovered. I don't know how to pronounce this. Ends. I know Lieutenant, but not. Okay. Are all the planets scanned? Yes, they are. And now we are gonna take the flinger. And the flinger takes us deep into there. Unusual late-stage red giant is radiating more energy than expected due to the increase in its triple alpha processes. Okay, fine. I can see some hostiles. Brass pillar. A 3 centimeter, 3 meter pillar-like object protrudes from the ground. Scanners had difficulty locating it. If there were any other artificial structures on the planet, they might have missed it. All right, good, 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 good. No anomalies. Ooh. Still far away. That was fast. Lots of iridium here. I guess that's good for whenever we wish to build a new ship thingy. Scans show that a few of these debris elements are composed of a material that repairs its own. Yeah, I need to go to off, really. Oops. Lasers won't do anything. I think I need to give the target the lasers in order to get analyzing self-heating material. We found this remnant derelict debris. I have figured out how we might research the simpler version. Oh, nice. Up. Still some debris. It give us some valuable materials. There's another. Poor thing didn't have a chance. The survey team wins their way through the twisty broken wreckage. The tools are unable to cut through most of the vessel, and the parts they can cut quickly heal themselves. Uh, Lieutenant Jules wonders to no one in particular what would have destroyed it. Along the road, they find few resources that can be accessed: iridium, etherine, and adamantine. Eventually, they find an opening that is presumably the bridge. The layout is hard to understand, but there appears to be what could be captain's chair for a humanoid. Located directly above another station, the translator interprets symbols between them as Thelonian pilot interface. The second station is shaped like a giant throne with numerous power and data connections. Interesting. Huge debris still here. New mission added to the log. Alright, let's go see. As this brass pillar we could investigate. Pillar-shaped objects with irregular angles, protrusions made of a resilient brass-colored metal. None of our equipment can penetrate the object, at least not without risking catastrophic damage. Has several connection points, suggesting it is part of a larger machine or structure. All right. Nothing new in here. New shipments is still old. Bones of the dead god. A god. Colonial wreck. Chicham. CXTA. I don't see too much. Delete the local ones. Um, hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Seems to be not really much around here. Still could go to local ones. Yeah, that should take us to local ones. Don't know. I don't see anything interesting here. War torn world, but I don't think we can interact with them. Survey complete. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like a dead end. Another war torn world. Um, Also, this area here was way too hot. So we could go home for a second and then see if we can upgrade something. Maybe install shields. Even more flotsam. Where? There. So small that even you have to be extremely zoomed in. Devout flotsam. Literal deadwood. Hundreds of kilos of dead, desiccated tree roots. They have been sterilized and eradicated, so it's difficult to tell whether there was anything interesting about them to begin with. Right. Cool. At least I got some experience points, I think. From world. What is this? Who is this? It's friendly. No, operations. Commander you. I'm very interested. I'm very interested in this remnant wreck you found. This technology may be key to reopening the wormhole, besides being of great interest to Starcom. Commander Tolson told me she suspects that the brass pillar you found may be a fragment related to the wreck. After conferring with the rest of the command staff, I believe finding more objects like this is a priority. All right. Milton? Bup, bup. And Dr. Rama. Nothing. No. So we have 480 points again. Was about lasers, something we wanted to do. And I don't know. Plasma things. What's that? Increase the fire rate. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, let's do. Plasma even more rapid firing. So there's still like this is makes plasma bolts more powerful. So I'm expecting something else similar happening there. Got 80 more points. Material memory. Our modules will remain a memory of their structure, speeding up the repairs. Yeah, thank you. Fantastic. A whole lot of ships in the region now. Well, actually, not so many. That's Tia, and this is Order Researcher. Fine. Is there any new mission location? If not, there's a cluster of stars. Oh my god. Wow. Good. Let's go to that mission now. The Skimog is there. Good. I wonder if I can take down the insectoids. It's a maybe a bit too much yet. Or still. Maybe still too much. Derelict vessel. This vessel has been shredded by high energy weapons and its valuable resources stripped away. Inside, despite the size of a single deceased earmer I found at the command station, judging from the station of the ship system, they were probably caught completely off guard by whoever attacked them. The comms array has the last outgoing voice message in the buffer. Hidden Doom, last resting place of Yulk. Empire runes, gone along, Legion scepter, unexpected void disturbance. This parallel data stream with a set of coordinates. Interesting. Okay, some aluminium and copper. There's a cathedral wreck up here. Maybe we'll be able to get our missions done to get team upgraded. How long? We need 8 more missions. No anomalies. Okay. Yeah, some aluminum. It's a derelict, right? This derelict devout cathedral shows signs of heavy battle damage. Weapons, power, and life support may have been knocked out within minutes. The attacker took the weapons and vital ship systems, but left behind some valuables. Okay. They also left behind some calligraphic graffiti. The heroic Viskamok strips the cultist cathedral of its arms to give to alms those in need. It's Viskamok! Let's get rid of the cathedral. Maybe get some more. Yep, some aluminium. Will explode soon, you know. Get anything? Platinum, titanium. Yep. There was no. All the planets have been scanned. Hidden Doom. The vessel Comlog has crumbled Legion Scepter and well, yeah, we'll go there. I believe that's gonna be the last mission. Right? Just flying over there. Tomorrow morning we'll build bigger ship. Should have I don't know about enough gold. Can buy some more gold. I keep streaming in the background. Thank you, Simon Dusk. Some planet 80,000 clicks away. Terrestrial. No stars there. Oh, there is a star. Definitely. There are more planetoids. Ice world. Oh, well, what is that? Missed something. Interesting. Was on the map for a second. At least there's a wormhole there. Activate the wormhole. Small meteorite with high concentration of uranium resists on a sheet of slushy nitrogen. Slushy. Slushy. Sus. There is a legendary Viscamog again. This lander touches down in a broad glade not far from large cave in 50-meter cliff. 50 meters is not that high. It's kind of a high. It's actually a high. 100 meters is like 1/10 of a kilometer. As the team approaches, the cliff is revealed as the overgrown ruins of a fallen empire structure. The cave opening is an archway. There's a clear sign that the interior has been modified for its original layout. Some passages have been sealed off with large stone blocks. Letter painted on the wall translates as warning, the doom of you. Turn back, weakling, fools and cowards, only death and shame await within. Beyond the corridor slopes south and down into darkness. Yeah, of course we'll go in. Cave descended and tightens to a narrow, high-ceiling corridor. Hard white stone, irregular but geometric protrusions slightly protrude from the face, creating sharp edges. Eventually, it branches into an east-west corridor. Not the north, east or west. Let's go west. Anyone else smell something like a musty decaying odor? Walking down the hallway, there is suddenly an audible click. Triton freezes. The floor tile beneath their foot has recessed by a centimeter. Backs away to give room and put some distance between them. The trap has raised a temporary deflection field at its location. North? East? More east? Stone statue of a four-armed creature stands against one wall, one arm outstretched with its claw open, as if it once held something. Another holds dagger thrust forward. More east. Continue going east. Alright, south now. Continue going south. Back to north and more east. It's a skeleton armor and full battle vacuum suit. Clutched in his hand is something that resembles a battle axe. The pouch pocket are some copper coins and carefully ducked into precious roll of animal skin with crude drawing dyed into it, along with some glyphs in a green copper-based pigment. The Universal Translator identifies the glyphs of fallen empire, representing from top to bottom travel, story, and rest. Arrive, deception, and death. More east. West. North to south. North is up, right? West. Now I'm picking north and west. Alright. South and west, maybe? Let's try this. South. And if possible, west. If possible, west. Go back east and south. There's a guttural growl as dark form emerges from the shadows in front of the team. An enormous beast fills the entire corridor and bares its teeth. 8 green eyes surround its mouth, and long armored tentacles wind along every surface. All right, let's try it. Ooh. The team unleashes staggered volleys of plasma fire, and the eyes and mouth in biometric readings detect significant change in the overall health. Yeah, let's. The levitating microspheres can challenge the direction and frequency of incoming radiation, allowing them to create very realistic illusions. South. East. South. South. Natural light. In the center of the room is raised the altar of white marble carved to roughly mimic the fallen empire style, but still clearly a later addition. Resting atop is an ornate scepter, roughly 1 meter in length. As the team approaches, a floating translucent the worst student evaluation protocol anywhere. Well, at least we had scepter. All right. Let's analyze the scepter. Adamantine scepter recovered from a strange tomb. Contains unusual amount of data storage. For a scepter seems to be several exabytes of biological and neural information. Right. We gained 4 XP. Still need Still need 2 more missions. What about the Hidden Doom? A scepter was recovered. Second Legion. Yeah. Investigation incomplete, it says. Lots of additional information all around. Seems to be some nebula up there, though. Just realized. But for now, we will go back to the base. Oh my god, this is like direct flight, right? No, it's a wormhole. I'm stupid. Of course, there's a wormhole. Everyone wants to talk to us. Commander, I suppose it was only a matter of time before this newer Red Raider launched an attack. While I suspect the Alethea and Selena would have handled them, it was lucky the Radiance was nearby. The emphasis the importance of reopening the wormhole to bring in more support. We're all counting on you. Is there anything else? Dr. Rama wants to talk. My team has removed the Kirnan device from your hold for analysis. They probably were telling the truth about it being a remnant artifact. They may not have realized it, but the device changed its emissions after they jumped in. The new emissions contains the equation for another gateway. All right. And Milton gives us more silver, titanium, and platinum. So tomorrow we need more experience points, and then we will build the cruiser. Well, that's all for now. I'm gonna end here. Before I end, though, let's save the game. And thank you all. Have a great day. I will be hopefully streaming again in about 5 hours from now, playing Project Zomboid and continuing this game. Um, let's see the location again. Where was the. There. Kirnan Gateway. So I saw that nebula and we can jump right past it. It's gonna be interesting tomorrow. Thank you all. Have a great day, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.